What's good, people? It's your boy, Bilal Blosworth Morris, senior editor, NewsOne. We are in Chicago, the Democratic National Convention. And you know how we do. We like to pull up to the community. What better place to do that than to test the heartbeat of the city, the pulse? Beauty salons. Behind me, AJ Styles Beauty Salon. Let's check it out and go talk to the people.
I would simply say your vote actually do matter. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but when you walk down the street and it's a sidewalk, somebody voted to spend the money for that sidewalk. That's about voting, because voting, then you put in office policymakers who should be bringing forth the values that you would like to see in your neighborhood. And so if we make it so disconnected from the everyday life, well, my vote doesn't matter. But if you bring it to the everyday life, the most valuable thing you can do in a democracy is cast a ballot to ensure who you elect is carrying forward the things you think should take place, or get rid of them if they're not.
I think one of the most pressing issues right now that we have, especially with young people that are getting ready to vote, is to really just inform them about all their legalities that they need and information that they need to have to be able to vote. So I think getting that information to a younger generation of people so they can have the right information and make the right decisions.
I absolutely agree. One of the barriers is people really understand the simplicity of voting, but also the value of voting. A lot of the concerns, the systemic issues we see is a direct relationship between public policy and the policymakers who are charged to make those decisions, and connecting the dots is oftentimes a barrier within itself. You know, home ownership is really important. Home ownership is directly connected to one's income-debt ratio. Can you qualify for a home? And if you cannot qualify, how do you navigate the workspace so you can be better positioned? But wait a minute, what workspace? Because if there's no jobs available, if the jobs are moving to the outer rim or not accessible because there have been structural barriers put in place, then those are some of the things that we have to wrestle with in terms of the value of one votes, how you connect it to the outcome to improve the quality of life.
I think this is probably the closest I've ever been to that highest level of political officials, and then really understanding and really have an opportunity to know people. I think that's highly important to any of the voters right now, to really have an opportunity to get out and network with your aldermen, any of the political officials that are on the ballot at any time. There's such a disconnect, especially with us working with young people on a day-to-day basis. They really don't know who those officials are. And we had a great opportunity over the summer with After School Matters and our Styles and Motion Barbering program. We took them to City Hall for the first time. And just for them to visualize themselves being in that position, being in the mayor's office, actually sitting at his desk, it gave them another insight of actually of hope and an idea that one day they too can be in that position too. So I think that's part of it, really getting to know those officials and really having an opportunity to talk to them and see what kind of people they are.
The important thing here is you have the barbershop salon, which is really the community center. And it's important to hear that the mayor didn't leave and have a barber come cut his hair, you know, in his privacy. He actually comes here. Yeah. That's really important, because now not only those young people can participate what you got here, they see you, but they can see this mayor, who probably came from this neighborhood or a similar neighborhood. It is attainable, you know, for individuals who grow up in isolation. And isolation could be, they have a whole community around them, and all they see is the under economy. But if they can see something different, that gives them an opportunity to say, wait a minute, it's something bigger, better that I can also aspire to become or aspire to do. And that's really important. Yeah. You know, people talk about the church. It's the salons, it's the barbershop. I can tell you, I get more juice about what's going on. Sometimes I'll be wrong, it'll be all off the wall, right? Like, no, that's a conspiracy theory. Leave that over there, right? but you can really get a lot of information by being here. And to have a place where young people, old people, all of our people can come to is key.